Ezekiel chapter 8, Idolatry in Jerusalem. And it came to pass in the 6th year, in the 6th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I sat in mine house, and the elders of Judah sat before me, that the hand of the Most High fell there upon me. Then I beheld, and lo, a likeness, as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of the loins even downward fire, and from his loins even upward, as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. Now I'm going to repeat verse 2, Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 2, because this gives a description of how the Most High, the highest power, the creator of all things, this is the most vivid description of how he looks that I've read. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 2. Then I beheld, and lo, a likeness, as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loins even downward fire, and from his loins even upward, as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. So basically, the Most High is a consuming fire. You know what I'm saying? That's his appearance, is fire. And he put forth the form of an hand, and took me by the lock of mine head, and the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven, and brought me in the visions of the Most High to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looked towards the north, where was the seats of the image of jealousy, which provoketh to jealousy. And behold, the glory of I am of Israel was there, according to the vision that I saw in the plain. Then said he unto me, Son of man, lift up thine eyes now the way towards the north. So I lifted up my eyes the way towards the north, and behold, northward, at the gate of the altar, this image of jealousy in the entry. He said furthermore unto me, Son of man, seest thou what they do, even the great abominations that the house of Israel committeth here, that I should go far off from my sanctuary? But turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations, the chambers of idolatry. And he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall. Then said he unto me, Son of man, dig now in the wall. And when I had digged in the wall, behold, a door. And he said unto me, Go in, and behold the wicked abominations that they do here. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping things, an abominable beast, and all the idols of the house of Israel, portrayed upon the wall round about. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel, and in the midst of them stood Jezaniah the son of Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark, every man in the chambers of his imagery? For they say, I am seest us not. The Most High hath forsaken the earth. The mourners for Tammuz. Now, before we get into verse 13, I want to explain who Tammuz is. Well, I'm not really going to explain in detail, but basically Tammuz is an idol. Well, it was one of their many idols that, the children of Israel back in the day used to worship. And Tammuz, basically, there's going to be women in this chapter that mourn for Tammuz. So basically, they're mourning for an idol. And it's just blasphemy in the sight of the Most High. The mourners for Tammuz. He said also unto me, Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do. Then he brought me to the door of the gate of I am's house, which was towards the north, and behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz. Then said he unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see even greater abominations than these. And he brought me into the inner courts of I am's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of I am, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men, with their backs towards the temple of I am, and their faces towards the east. And they worshipped the sun towards the east. Then he said unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? It is a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here. For they have filled the land with violence, and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch to their nose. Therefore will I deal in fury, mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. And though they cry in mine ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them. All praise to the power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, with yet another powerful chapter in Ezekiel, chapter 8, dealing with idolatry and idol worshiping. As we read, you had women in this chapter weeping for an idol. Then you had men worshiping the sun, like they were sun worshiping. And don't be surprised, because that's basically what, most of the people in Egypt do. You know what I'm saying? They sun worship. So, I mean, it's wicked out there. And don't think any of these practices are just like biblical practices, because they even do it to this day. And that's why the Son of Man needs to come to finally rescue the lost sheep of the house of Israel from this exceedingly wicked world. With that being said, all praise to the power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Father, I am that I am, and for him sending his only begotten Son, the Son of Man. All praise, shalom.